Morning guys, so this is not your usual YouTube video you'd expect from me. I've got my sunnies on because I am recovering from a migraine. I'm not even recovering, I'm in the heat of the migraine, and I've been sick, I've not been well at all, and I have no room for having a moment to myself this weekend. Come on Pickles. So me and Pickles are here because we've got a wholesale order to get out. This is my only weekend free without the children. It's supposed to be a weekend that I'm recovering following the retreat last weekend. But this is an order that I can't say no to, that I'm grateful for such an opportunity. So we've come in, haven't we? You're going to keep an eye on me and I'm going to keep an eye on you. And we're going to smash it. We're going to carry on. I've taken my migraine medication. It's not worked. Yeah. Oh, I feel ridiculous. But we're gonna do it. So I'm going to take you through. And by the end of this video, I will be better. And Pickles, let's show them what we've got to do. Take us to the... Right, we're going to take the top half up here. I have lined the floor with paper because I'm going to do all the pink boxes. So I'm going to try and do 50 at a time. And I'm going to lay them out on paper because it's obviously on the floor and I need them to be lovely and beautiful and clean and not contaminated with dust and dirt. So we're just going to crack on and I'm going to do a process video and take you through my journey. So yeah, and you're going to be a good boy and not go on the white paper. We've already talked about that, haven't we? How ridiculous is this, honestly? But I'm just going to load up all these boxes. They all need to be individually wrapped. And then I'm going to... lay them all out and come back. I'm going to look back at this and I'm going to be like, Lou, you absolute idiot. We keep on going, guys. We don't quit even for a bloody migraine. Is that drilling in my head? Did you hear that? Because I am the only one in this building. Now the ghost has decided to start knocking on all the doors. Either that or it's in my head. Let me see if I can capture it. Just to let you know, Pickles is sat there. Can you hear that? Oh, it's coming from my room. Can you hear it? I can see you. What are you doing? I've got a tripod coming soon, guys, and I hope to God it does. Anyway, this is all the bottles of resin. I don't think there's 300. What do you think? Because I cannot do any more. The bottles are so small to get the resin in. I just need a break. So we're going to put them in our kits. Fingers crossed. But I hope I've got enough for now. What do we reckon? I'm doing 50 at a time and I'm hoping it's actually the filming that slows me down and the headache, of course, and I'm hoping that when I show up next time I'll look half decent. But I think it's really important to just show the power of ploughing on when you're self-employed, you know. Look at him, he's had enough. He's like, for God's sake, Mum. Pickles, are you mad with me? Next up are the moulds. They're going for these beautiful rectangle dangle moulds, which is in my Enchanted Woodland earring kit anyway. 150 moulds have been bagged up, checked, inspected, and are going in. I've got all the moulds here and I'm going to just inspect them individually to make sure inside the mould is okay, to make sure the pegs of the mould are all okay. There's something strange going on, isn't there? Pickles is unnerved today. There's weird goings on in this building and it's just me and Pickles in the building. It's very peculiar, but he is unsettled. And there's a lot of banging coming from my room, but we're going to keep going. It is known to have strange goings-ons. So I've had a couple of huge orders go wrong, which have been detrimental to a business as small as mine, particularly orders that go to America and wholesale orders. So what I'm doing now is documenting absolutely everything on a big order, even just doing a quick video of the moulds, the condition, a video of everything in the boxes so that nobody can come back and say, this was missing, this was missing. It doesn't need to be in depth, just briefly, bird's eye view, and then I send it to my WhatsApp so that I've got it for reference to stop myself going crazy and to help me improve my little production line here at Bloom. So it's a habit that I'm getting into, but it's tricky today because there's 150 kits, so it's slowing me down a little bit. But also because I'm the only one working on this weekend, it's only one set of eyes, so I can just cast an eye before the order goes out the door just to make sure everything is okay. Did you hear that bang? So, lovely Tracy and Carolyn have helped me bag up 500 mica powders into different bags. So we've got Secret Gold, we've got Spice, and we've got Twilight. Now, I have made the decision, normally they would come in little plastic pots, but I'm very aware that's 500 odd plastic pots in the environment. We could be a bit more mindful where possible, so I'm going to put them all 3 in bio bags, so it's a bit better on the environment, and also it prevents any chance of leakage in transit. So that's what I'm going to do now, bag them all up. I've got 400 to do, and then each one will go in the box, so we'll do that together. So normally I wouldn't be doing this, one of the guys would do this for me, but we had the retreat last week and everybody deserves a break, so nobody is as mad as me working on the weekend, and my oldest daughter is in her GCSE years, and so I'm very conscious. She wants more work, but I've said to her she's not doing more than 4 hours a week at the moment while she can be doing her studies. She can be here and she can do her studies here, but she's not to work on the weekends really, because it's important that she has a rest. So this would have been a really good job for Ellie next week, but actually I want to crack the back of this order, and so whilst I've got a migraine, this kind of work, if I've got to work, is probably the better kind of work. So I'm just going to take an hour just doing this, which isn't too much bending, lifting. Honestly, by the time we finish this video, you're all going to be feeling really sorry for me. I've made myself sound like I'm a poor little damsel in distress. I've just got a headache. But you know when it just sort of comes at the wrong time, it's more annoying, isn't it, than anything? And I'm all for showing up on socials even when you look normal or worn out, which is me most of the time. So, you know, it is what it is. And I know lots of you guys will totally relate. I do get silly comments now and then on TikTok, but I don't care about that. Let them carry on, you know. So I hope you're all having a lovely week. I don't know what day you'll be watching this, but currently at the moment it is a Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. The heavens have opened and it's a very wet Saturday here in Bourton-on-the-Water. I feel like this weekend is so quiet because we had the retreat last week. Go back and watch that video if you've seen it. It was such a lovely day. Next retreat for 2026 will most certainly be the end of May, so I do hope you guys can make that. The reason I go for the end of May is because it's before peak tourist time here in Bourton-on-the-Water, and it just is easier to get somewhere to stay in an Airbnb. If you want to stay for the weekend, it's a bit more affordable. It's also towards the half term, which makes it easier for those who've got children or need to do a bit of juggling. And also it's before summer holiday season. It's just such a good time to come and have a breathing space. And don't forget guys, if you can't do all the crafts, you're still welcome to join us for a drink. Maybe you're a bit more local and you just want to come and say hello. You know, the studio is always open. Obviously I would say let us do our workshops, but hang around or be around and we would love to see you, you know. Right, Pickles is on mixing kit duty. He's also wearing Forsythia yellow on his beard, aren't you? You've been in the rubbish. So all our mixing kits, Ellie's done these for me, so I'm going to do a random spot check on them all and get them in over there. So this is the best bit, honestly. This is the little woodland treasures that are going in. So there's all sorts of bits of Cotswold lichen, Cotswold ferns. A lot of the ferns and greenery are pressed and dried here at the studios. The delphiniums sadly are not, but everything else we have pressed and dried. Even the heather, everything is done as much as possible at the studios, and that is just what goes in. So I've got 150 of these to do. Okay, so I'm gonna have to have a rest for a minute because I feel absolutely pooped. I think it's this headache, you know, guys. I might do a call out on socials. I'm only a third of the way, so this is around about 50 kits. I've got another 100 to go. I've got to sort of seal them and front cover them all, but the company want to add to the order, so I'm not going to seal them completely, but oh my goodness me. Ah.
I just wanna rewind, I haven't seen you when you come through. I can tell that it isn't